Hello, in this video I'm going to provide an overview of how you would use the eBackPack web interface. Now in a previous video I demonstrated how you would set up assignments and grade homework through the iPad app, the eBackPack app that the kids are using, and there are certain features there that may not be on the browser. The browser allows you to access files that maybe are stored on your computer and gives you a little bit more control over a few features. So let's start at the beginning. If you're going in through your browser, you want to go to headroyce.ebackpack.com. It's going to take you to a page where you're going to put in your portal information because it should match. If it does not, please submit a help desk request at helpdesk.headroyce.org. Now, once I've loaded in here, I'll notice a couple of familiar things from the app, especially in this area. And it slightly differs from the iPad app in a couple of ways. On the iPad app, there's a little plus sign in the top right that you kind of added things from that one plus sign on the top right. But here, a lot of the things that you can do are going to be in actions. And this will allow you to add a couple of things that look familiar from the iPad app. Now I have a class here set up. You'll be able to see your class listed for your subject area as a green folder. My files is a general repository for your stuff if you want to store it on eBackPack. I'm going to click into the demo class, and in here I'm going to see a couple of things. Class settings, my roster should be populated, class materials, which are things that you hand out that you're not expecting the kids to return or fill out, and of course class assignments. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to demonstrate how you would create an assignment. So I've clicked in my class and I'm going to choose actions. I'm going to first add a folder which I'm going to call Unit 2. Okay, so Unit 2, within that I'm going to add an assignment, and I'm going to call this Unit 02 Review. Please okay, so I'm giving some general instructions, number of points it's worth, extra credit points if I want that, and then choosing homework as the evaluation type, although quizzes and tests are possible. That's for a future video. The due date is going to be tomorrow at 8 a.m. Going to allow turn-in and allow late turn-in. And about releasing grades, you can choose to give the kids feedback immediately as soon as you grade it, or on a specific date, or do not release. In this case I'm going to just choose immediately and keep it there. And then once I click add, you'll notice that I've created the folder Unit 2 Review, and inside of that there's now a assignment container where I'm going to start collecting homework. Now you'll notice here as well that in this assignment section there's the instructions that I wrote. There's a discussion if maybe somebody has some questions and needs some clarity and wants to publicly ask a question that may benefit the class. It has information about when it's due and a couple of the options that we chose in the last screen. And then the important thing here is the assignment materials. This is where we're going to add a document for the students to fill out. So I'm going to go to an example document. In this case I'm going to go to add a progress report template. So in this case, I am going to go here, templates, and I'm just going to choose this history document. I'm going to add the file. And so now I've got an assignment document attached, which can be opened by somebody on their iPad. Once I've done this, I'm pretty much done. And now I can kind of wait for the assignments to pop in. If I wanted to, if there were any particular documents like a syllabus or an overview or something for Unit 2 that was not necessarily an assignment where I wanted something returned, I could in fact add this in the folder. So that's something to keep in mind as you're organizing your information. Let's see. I believe that pretty much sums it up for the web portion. Just a couple more things you can do. You can add an assessment. Okay, so we're going to say this one will be due on Thursday. We'll say it's due by 12 p.m. Okay, we're not going to allow late turning because it's a quiz. And we are going to release the grades on the following day at 8 a.m. I'm going to add that. Okay, so if we look at this quiz, we'll notice it's a little bit different. But what you can do here is you can actually create an assessment. It's a really great way to quickly get a sense of your kids' understanding or retention of information. So without getting too deeply into it, because this will be in a future video, you can choose how many times you want them to attempt to take the quiz. Do you want to shuffle the order of the questions? Do you want to allow students to revisit previously answered questions? Do you want them to skip questions? And then you can provide scoring and feedback immediately or after completion. So you notice the immediate is off and after completion is on. Okay. Okay, so we have general feedback. This is the text after taking the quiz. Okay, so I'm going to click next. Okay, so now we can either import questions or we can add questions manually. And you'll notice you can do multiple choice, true, false, yes, no, or short answer, fill in the blank. So I encourage you to take some time to come up with a couple of questions and try creating a short quiz and having your students take it just so you can see what it looks like for your classroom experience. That's all for now. Thank you.